Hey, greetings everyone, Chris Bachman here. Welcome back to the channel. Behind me is a box from Charles Rowe Supply Company, so I'm always happy to get a box from Charles Rowe. And I've had this one for a little bit, but with family obligations, haven't been able to get to it until now, so really excited to get in it. We got the Strasburg, Philadelphia and Reading observation car, as well as the Strasburg Paradise observation car. And it looks like they went ahead and put them both in a shipper box for one of those, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and open it up, take a closer look at them. Okay, let's get this box open here. See what we got. Put it carefully. Got some little empty boxes here just for the packaging. Since we got 2 items in a 3-item box. Okay, got a packing slip here. Alright, first up is Paradise, as it should be. Looks nice. Okay, and second, but certainly not least, Philadelphia and Reading. Alright, let's get this packaging out of the way and we'll take these out of the boxes. Alright, here's our Paradise observation car. So we'll go ahead and grab this one first. Here's the label on the side of the box for reference. So, Lionel had cataloged the Strasburg passenger cars, which they received the tooling from MTH quite some time ago, and definitely took them quite a bit longer to come out with these observation cars compared to the regular wood-sided cars. Basic plastic packaging here. Alright, here we are. Alright. Great. Our die-cast trucks. These are 19 inches long. According to Lionel, 054 curve, but we'll go ahead and put that to the test. Hand-painted figures inside. We've got our lavatory here. And our observation area. A nice big hole in the floor. Well, that's about. Anywho. Alright, well, before we give some power to this car and check out its illumination, as I was taking it out, I noticed in the back here, there's 2 little, they're like screw covers or whatnot. And see if we can get the light on there. We got one on the left here of the big hole, and then one on the right. And the one on the right, the top of it looks like it's damaged. If you can make that out there. Anyway, I know Lionel's moved some production out of mainland China into Vietnam, and course, my first choice would be to have production move back to the United States, but absent that, I'm all for moving production out of Communist China, a country which wants to supplant the United States and hates everything about our way of life. But yeah, I've heard some grumblings about quality control issues from Vietnam. I know there's been Chinese quality control issues as well, but we'll give this thing some power and see if everything else works. Maybe I'll be able to push that little top over and glue it in place. I don't know. Well, that part of the observation platform, I guess, was glued sideways. So I was poking with a screwdriver and it's not moving. So just looking here at the underside of the observation car. Our Lionel, built 2022, and made in Vietnam. Heavyweight passenger car. We got an on-off switch for the lighting. Our die-cast trucks. We have 2 pickup rollers. So these are flicker-free LED lighting. Hidden pull tabs for the couplers. And I like that there's no little piece of plastic that come across these heavyweights, like on the old MTH design, because those little pieces of plastic would just snap in half so easily. Alright, well, this on the other side, everything looks in order. We'll go ahead and put this one on the tracks. Now there is a door on either side of the observation car, and they do open a little bit, and this one seems to be more open than closed. It's there's a little spring mechanism. Quite ajar. It's catching on something. I think it's just the top of the door itself is touching the frame of the coach car. Let's go to the other side. This one's not as open. All right. We'll go ahead and give it some power. Let's see how it looks illuminated. Okay, looks like we got some light. That's a good sign. Go ahead and take a look at the detail now on the interior. Okay, let's see if we can get some of the detail. You see our hand-painted figurines in there. We got a party going on in here with the chairs that are facing each other. We have some cabins, complete with sinks, additional figures. Pretty sweet detail. And of course, the bathroom in the back. We have our side lanterns illuminated red. Now, here from the opposite side of the car. Same thing. We've got all our figures hanging out in the communal area. And as we continue on, we just have this hallway next to those private staterooms, and then the back of the car over here. Very sharp looking passenger car. This yellow and black lettering is quite vibrant. The mustard colors about right. We can go ahead and compare that to our Atlas and MTH variations. Alright, with this door here, I went ahead and pushed it from the other side with the screwdriver back here, and this is about as far as that door is going to go. That's as close as it gets. So now we're going to go ahead and note this car with our previous MTH edition of the Strasburg Paradise passenger car. This is from 2017, exclusive to Nicholas Smith trains. And down here we have our Atlas variation, which also is exclusive from Nicholas Smith trains. This was one of about 50 made, and really glad to have it. It's in that holiday LED lighting, which is pretty cool. So as with the MTH version, I don't know how many of those they made, but again, it was exclusive to Nicholas Smith, so probably not that many. So let's go ahead, we'll take these out, see how it stacks up as compared with the Lionel edition. Yeah, so longer here, railing's totally different. These steps have a different look. Handrail is shorter here versus Lionel. With our little lights here on the side, we got green and red versus just red with Lionel. Even the roof is different with the MTH version. The MTH, we got this roof that tapers off towards the back by the observation platform. Lionel just stays solid all the way through, just subtle difference. And then the windows on MTH much tighter together versus the Lionel, where we have these kind of big gaps in our staterooms. So definitely some subtle differences there. But overall, they both look very nice. Okay, for our next comparison, here on the left, it probably doesn't have to be said, but we have our Lionel edition of the Paradise passenger car, and then on the right side is the Atlas variation with the LED holiday lighting, which was that Nicholas Smith exclusive train, which was released around December 2021. And one has to be very careful taking out this Atlas version from the box, not just with all the little knickknacks that can get broken on it, but then with the lighting as well, so things can very easily get broken or moved out of place. But the Atlas version is definitely the MTH tooling. Taking a look here, note the platform, the railings, the steps, lantern, the little awning. Here how the roof tapers off. Over here is the MTH version, so yep, there's our same roof. So definitely the exact same tooling which Atlas had acquired from MTH. Looking at the windows, exact same setup. So I think this holiday lighting is really sharp. I'm really glad I have it, and it looks just awesome. So I should definitely bring it out more often. Here in a YouTube first are all three Strasburg Paradise observation cars together on the tracks. In the back here we have our MTH version, now Atlas in the middle, and finally Lionel. Now unfortunately I will not be able to run all these coaches together. My layout is small with little 036 curves. And of course, Lionel advertises 054 minimum curve on their passenger cars. Of course, with MTH and Atlas, they advertise a minimum curve, but these couplers here are able to sway out quite far and are able to accommodate my 036 curves with quite ease. No problems whatsoever running them. But here with the Lionel car, that's all it will go. That's it. So definitely has to be wider than 036. All right, just to demonstrate, we got Lionel here on the left, we got Atlas version on the right. So they are coupled together, and here we are, we're approaching the 036 curve, and that Lionel coupler is just not one to go any further. So as we enter the curve, it derailed. Okay, let's go ahead and dim the lights a little bit so we can better see the illumination on these passenger cars. Oh yeah, nice. You see the passengers and cabins. Well, I gotta say, I'm really glad I have the trifecta here of all three different Paradise passenger cars, MTH, Lionel, and Atlas. Just a little disappointed that I am not able to use the Lionel at this time on my little 036 curves. But one day, when I have a bigger layout, I'll be able to use the Lionel version with no problem. In the meantime, Atlas and MTH here, no problem, and I can use those anytime on my layout. So now that brings us to the Philadelphia and Reading observation car. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box, take a look at it. Here we have the label on the side for reference. And we'll go ahead and take it out of the box. Big orange box. Comes out a little easier than the Paradise one. Okay. This one has tape holding the top packaging to the bottom packaging. That's a little different than the Paradise one. Okay. That looks really nice. All right, here we have it on the tracks. Let's go ahead and give it some illumination. All right, looks good. Again, like with the Paradise observation car, we have our hand-painted figurines, our individual cabins, we have our restroom here, and this big lounge area. Doors that close. Hey, these ones are like all the way closed. That's nice. We have solid red lanterns here. And then the back here, our observation area. We have our little placard here. Philadelphia and Reading, the President's car. That's always a nice looking logo there. Now here's the Philadelphia and Reading side by side with our Lionel Paradise observation car. So same car design, window placement, railings, little awnings, lights. Zoom in here to our observation area. All right, so just as with the Paradise car on the right having this big hole in the middle of the platform. We do have the exact same thing over here. Ooh, I get it in the frame. With the Philadelphia and Reading observation car. So I don't know what that's about. Be nice if there wasn't a big hole right in the middle of the platform. So these cars are able to navigate my curves by themselves, but it's just those couplers just not quite there. If they just bent a little bit more, then we would clear and not derail. Oh. Here we have a closer up view of the action inside through the windows, showing the detail of our hand-painted figurines, all our little seating areas, different colored chairs, individual cabins with sinks, even toilets. If we zoom in right there, that little if I can get that quite on the camera here, but little green commode over there in the corner. There we go. Right there. Continuing on. Lots of passengers. Lots of illumination. And the view from the back. And the view from this side. So as of yet, I have not been able to source the Nicholas Smith exclusive Philadelphia and Reading observation car made by MTH. But I do have, on the other hand, the Atlas holiday version, which was based on the old MTH tooling and was also a Nicholas Smith exclusive trains item. This is one of 50 produced of those Philadelphia and Reading. So I'll go ahead and crank this one out and we'll look at these two together. All right, here we have 2 scoops of Philadelphia and Reading observation cars. We have Lionel on the right, Atlas on the left, former MTH tooling. Let's go ahead and give it some juice. Ah, yes. I'm feeling the holiday magic. Oh, those always look nice. Anyhow, just as with the MTH and Atlas cars versus Lionel, Atlas here on the left, we have a much longer canopy that hangs down versus the Lionel one. The railings are a little bit different. Steps are different here. We have 2 color lanterns here, green and red versus just red on the Lionel. Notice we had a lot of paint color differences with the Paradise cars between Lionel and MTH / Atlas. Looking at these though, let's see here. Pretty similar paint-wise. We do have a little bit different style car with the roof here between the two. We do have on the Atlas an illuminating sign on the back, which is nice. Whereas the Lionel is just a sticker, a little decal, does not light up. Oh. Okay. So with the Atlas one here, we have a wire that comes up out of the floor to power the light there. I think with our Paradise car, they've put a floor plate on there to cover such a hole. Lionel, we have no light, no wiring, but no floor plate to cover that hole. So I think that's what's going on with that there. See if we get a close-up of that. All right, here with the Lionel, we have our sign, but no light illuminating it, no wiring going to it, and a nice hole through the platform deck. Whereas over here with our Atlas, we do have some wiring popping up and connected to our sign giving it some nice illumination. Lionel, just a little decal slapped on there. This one illuminated. So between the old MTH tooling and Atlas here versus Lionel, I'm definitely liking the illuminated sign here. All right, here's a little darker here. Now we can see a little bit better the difference here. Nighttime mode. Okay, so overall, they look great. Very happy with them. Of course, I am disappointed that the couplers don't sway and have as much give as the MTH and Atlas versions. So unfortunately, I won't be able to run these on my 036 curves and demonstrate them for you in action. I do apologize. One day, though, we'll have a bigger layout. We'll give these a good run. But I hope that's at least informational for you if you're considering getting either one of these for your layouts, and to consider with what size track you have and your curves. So definitely need something bigger than 036 for the Lionel versions. If you can scrounge up either the Atlas or MTH versions, you're golden with 036 curves. I got these from Charles Rowe. I know as of the recording of this video, Charles Rowe does have these Paradise observation cars still available. However, they are sold out of the Philadelphia and Readings. But if you scrounge around, I'm sure you can grab one. But definitely get it sooner rather than later, because these will disappear, and who knows how many years it'll be until they are produced again by Lionel. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to forego the usual obligatory running session this time. Feels like a big letdown. So, but yeah, go ahead and check out my other videos. You can see the Atlas versions of both the Paradise and Philadelphia Reading on some of my other videos I've done, as well as the MTH version of the Paradise car. I will go ahead and put those links to those directly in the description of this video. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please do go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Like the video and check out what else we have on the channel. Do give us your support, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thank you.